Head over to cultaholic.com/shop now.
WTF! WTF!
Hello, how the devil are you? I am Ross from cultaholic.com. You are a sexual wank pheasant, and it's that bastard time of the week once again where I take a look at all of the WTF moments from WWE SmackDown Live. Nakamura sucks not as much as your spatial awareness, you numpty. Byron Saxton claims that when we look at Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, we are looking into what is potentially the worst nightmare for SmackDown Live because they could become co-WWE champion this weekend at the Royal Rumble. Bollocks, Byron, we are looking at a wonderfully tooted up dancing ginger unicorn and a pleasantly plump resident of Whoville. They are a magical pair indeed. Now I know you all probably thinking I'm going to bring up Jinder Mahal as being the actual worst nightmare that SmackDown Live could have, but I'm not. It's every single time that Byron Saxton has opened his prejudiced mouth during this rivalry between Shane McMahon and a couple of Canadians. And every single time he's done so, somehow Byron has managed to get his tongue up over the ring, up the ramp, through the back, out the arena door, and straight up Vince McMahon's cabriolet without fail. I mean, Byron, there's towing the company line, then there's being Peter Rosenberg levels of incompetent numpty. So Sami Zayn claimed that he and Kevin Owens are going to become the first ever co-world champion, and I was like, what the hell, no, hold up. But continuing in this sassy bitch theme, I remember back in the day when Michelle McCool and Layla were the co-WWE Women's Champion. They are the first ever co-world champion. Do not despair, young warrior, because I have been on Wikipedia, which of course is the best source of information because anybody in the entire world can edit it, and that has told me that on September the 18th, 1956, the fabulous Moolah won the NWA World Women's Championship, which began the lineage of the WWE Women's Championship. Go and look at it if you don't believe me. The lineage started there. That was a world champion. Lay Cool were the first co-world champions. Sami probably forgot about this, of course, because from Lay Cool's perspective, he's now the main Badoom. It's the theme tune. Aren't babyface idiots, that is Irish for idiots. Why on earth, when you're 5 days removed from a handicap match at the Royal Rumble, defending your WWE Championship, would you want back-to-back matches against the two lads you're defending your title with, all while there's a little pesky gremlin of a general manager who is present and who is looking to screw you over because he likes Canadians? It makes no sense. It's like saying, oh, I'm going to go for an all-eat buffet and thinking on the way there, I'll just stop off at the Golden Arches and order more burgers than Bob has. Think about it on Friday nights. Wonderful. And next up we have Shane McMahon having a go at Daniel Bryan for making back-to-back matches for AJ Styles against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and taking the narrative of the show, doing some severe origami on it, and then shoving it straight up his arsehole because he likes fisting. Was Shane not watching? Now I understand that Daniel Bryan wasn't exactly pleading with AJ Styles not to make those back-to-back matches, but AJ Styles was all like, I want to fight you, I'm going to hurt you. Because he is now the son of Barney the Dinosaur and Randy Newman. And this all happened before Bryan could get a word and he just accepted what AJ wanted. Now Shane McMahon, or Colonel Heavy Sweating as I like to call you, if you're going to criticise anybody for their abilities, criticise AJ Styles for his ability to not realise that he's been a massive silly goose. Ah, bollocks, it was going so well for the Usos since they became bad lads with River Island discount cards, but now WWE have stuck their massive schneck in and tweaked Jimmy's gimmick a little bit more. Like Vince McMahon likes to tweak his own nipples. Brother Jimmy? I love you. No, he doesn't. He'll do nothing. He'll never do nothing. And next up, we have Tom Phillips face fornicating the poo out of yet another London commentary when he claims you can't do those cross-face forearm things in amateur wrestling. You can only do them in the professional graps. Only in WWE. Tom, what are you talking about? Those cross-face forearm things are exclusive to WWE, as you were exclusive to your wife when you had that massive boner. What about MMA and the like? Ty Dillinger on SmackDown Live and speaking words. This is too much for my brain to compute. Grab 4 of each animal and head for the bastard border.
The end is nigh, the end is nigh, time to run away, the end is nigh, nigh.
Corey Corey Graves claimed that he wasn't sure that Naomi's shoulder was up there, even though, as you can see with your very own eyes, it clearly was. What more does he want? That shoulder there is as high off the mat as he is in the sky, blazed off his tits on the sweet Mary Jane. The WWE Universe wants to turn their back on me, now I'm turning my back on all of you, said Natalya at Clash of Champions in December. But after all of that, there she is coming out on last night's SmackDown Live, seemingly to help Naomi with a massive poppington from the crowd. But what I don't get about all of this segment is the fact that Natalya, Carmella, Lana and Becky Lynch all walked out in a nice formal line, then all of a sudden forgot they walked out in that formal line, and then presumably thought the Royal Rumble was happening there and then started throwing each other over the top rope. It didn't make much sense. I don't know about you, but to me this segment felt more forced than Princess Leia flying back into the starship, because that was forced apparently, and she used the force to do so. Dun 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 dun. So according to that graphic there, Baron Corbin won the Money in the Bank contract earlier this year. It was in June last year. June. Goodness knows what Kevin Dunn has been getting up to this year, but that LSD that he's been nibbling on like a raccoon with a beaver's mouth is surely affecting his work, because he's starting to believe the things that he's saying during his trips. So Corey Graves claims that Baron Corbin is not threatened by anybody, and I beg to differ. If Baron Corbin isn't threatened by Mother Nature herself stealing all the shrubbery from atop his head, I do not know what is real anymore. What's more is the fact that Corey went on to say that when Baron Corbin is on SmackDown Live, he is not playing the persona. This is what he's like in real life. What do you mean persona? What do you mean real life? WWE superstars are real people and they care about me because I've got no real friends. So seconds after Shinsuke Nax kicked out of a Baron Corbin lariat, Corey Graves reckoned that if Baron went for another cover, seconds after Nakamura kicked out of a lariat, that Baron Corbin might just win. What? How does that make any sense? Oh, I have just failed me math test. Never take it again straight away without doing any more revision. I'm sure to pass. Randy Orton turns heel? Of course not. Vipers don't have feet. But the noise, the poppingtons were real. Randy Orton's actual RKO out of actual nowhere created levels of noise not heard since Natalya was a babyface and doing that taunt she likes to do. Yeah, hey you guys! What a lovely end to a lovely match. So that's only two lovelies, and Randy Orton's daddy haircut is lovely as well. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That feels. And next up we have Randy Orton pointing at a WrestleMania sign that just isn't there. He must have been hanging out with Kevin Dunn, that raccoon with the beaver's mouth. And next up we have Tom Phillips face fornicating the poo out of yet another line of commentary when he claimed that when Shinsuke Nakamura was lining up for the Kinshasa, he didn't have a care in the world. I beg to differ, Tom. Of course he had a care in the world. He wanted to beat Baron Corbin in a match that he wanted. If he didn't care, him asking for that match made less sense than my life. Tom, settle down, son. Your face fornicating the poo out of anything that moves on commentary last night. First of all, he claims that Raw 25 was an unbelievable night, not in the way that you meant it, stooge. And then he claimed that without Raw, there wouldn't be a SmackDown. I mean, man, Tom didn't rewrite the history books like that. Without WCW Thunder, there wouldn't be a SmackDown Live. Because there wouldn't have been a SmackDown, which aired on Thursdays to compete with Thunder. There's a wonder Tom Phillips has a cock at all after last night, because once again he's face fornicating the poo out of yet another line on commentary when he said a quote which I've forgotten. Let's read it verbatim, shall we? But guys, there's another 25 years, hopefully, of Monday Night Raw, and that means the Royal Rumble event is right round the corner this Sunday. Those are two completely unrelated things, yet you are saying one is responsible for the other. If that's the case, I am Morgan Freeman, because it's John O'Clock! Oh, yes. T-shirt available now. Seth Rollins must have been on SmackDown Live last night because there was a power cut, a blackout during the New Day's entrance. Either that or Kevin dun 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 went all Bonnie Tyler on us, walked through the arena, causing a total eclipse of the teeth. With no Samir there anymore, I guess the Jinder and his dench men aren't singing from the same hymn sheet anymore, because one of them's not there. Rusev on the heel team, that would be like picking an elite squad of penis models and picking somebody from the SmackDown Live women's roster. I've got cock on the brain, haven't I? Thank you, Tom. Come on, WWE, don't deny it any longer. Just let the heart of Rusev Day soar with the eagle's nest that is WWE's babyface ranks. So Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens gets involved in the others' match last night on SmackDown Live. They would have been fired as per the orders of the commissioner of SmackDown Live and the guy that runs the bloody show, Shane Gurnall McSweatyballs. Why doesn't Shane McMahon just fire them, since it's clear he doesn't like them so much? All of this bollocks is more transparent than JBL's penchant for a big muscular lady. If you do this, I'll fire you. If you do that, I'll fire you. If Newcastle United win the Premier League, I'll do a Flosby frop off the moon while juggling Byron Saxton's mother's apple pies all in a row like that, while using my eyelashes. All these ifs, man, they mean absolutely nothing, but what this displayed is how much of a crooked bastard Shane McMahon is, because AJ Styles, while taking on Sami Zayn, attacked Kevin Owens, basically breaking the rule neither Sami or Kevin could break, and nothing was done about it. What's going on there? Byron Saxton having a go at Corey Graves for drinking the Kool-Aid provided by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn mere weeks after Byron sat there and said that nothing a WWE superstar does outside of WWE matters, made me want to drink bleach. Byron Saxton wins a match with a blue thunder bomb. Oh.